Hello everyone, how are you? And welcome to another video on React Native course. So friends, in today's video we will learn how we can um, do the forgot password functionality. In today's video we will create a screen called forgot password. So if user forget his password, so he can recover his password using the forgot password functionality. So let's do that. So first of all, I will come inside my login screen, and here first of all we will add the forgot password text. So I will copy this, I will make a view, and inside that view I will style it that you will take flex direction raw, and I will paste two text with the opacity which we just copied. And in the first I will say forgot password. Okay, forgot password. And guys, let me just resize it so you can see the output. Okay, so in the view we will say justify content space between. So guys, space between means that these two, whatever will be inside the view, will take equal width and height from right and left. So these were look like this. So forgot password or create new account. Okay. Okay, so now forgot password I will don't add the question mark. Okay, so when user click on forgot password, we will take him to the forgot password screen. So we will make forgot password. Okay, we will make a folder of forgot password. Now guys, we will make a file inside this folder, index.js, React Native function to get the functional component code. Okay, now what we will do, we will name it forgot password screen. Okay, now we will save it, and after saving it we will add this screen inside our navigation. So I will copy this, paste it over here, rename it with the forgot password screen. I will copy this and paste it over here. So this is how we can add the screen. Okay, now what we will do, we will come inside our login screen. Here we will when user click on forgot password, we will take him to the forgot password screen. Now we will save it. Now if user click on it, it will go to the forgot password screen. Now we will come inside the forgot password screen. Here I will first of all take the save area component and take a view. So view will take flex one, which is the full width and height of the screen. And when we save it, you can see the save area view. Here we will provide the name of the screen. So name will be forgot password, and here I also need the go back, this go back. Okay, so when you add this go back, it will add it in your header component. So um, if you are new to this video, then watch previous video uh, where I teach you how you can make your own custom header. Okay guys, now what we will do, we will copy some code from the login screen. So first of all we will copy the, so we will need the loading, we also need the alert, and then we also need the text. We need a lot of things, and from button we also need the button. Okay, so I will copy all the things from this, and paste it over here. And now first of all, what we will do, we will import this loading model. Then I also need the states from this screen, so I will copy these states and paste it over here. So here we will need email is the only thing that we need. User will not provide the password. Show model, show alert model, title, description. Yes, we need these things. And after that we will import the alert model also. Then text, and in this welcome we will replace it with the um, recover email. Okay, something like that. And then we will also import this text input. So guys, we only need the email address, we don't need the password. So I will remove the password from here and I will import the button component and we will name it what we can say. So in Firebase, what happened, that Firebase will send you a link to your email, and when you click that link you can recover your password. So send email, we can say send recovery email. Okay, something like that. And now we will save it. So there is a one thing that we didn't import is the use state. Okay, so we will import the use state. And now we will go to the forgot password screen. Okay, so this is our UI. Okay guys, so now what will happen, that we will trigger a function when user click on this. So I will call this function recover password like this. And after that we will create this function. So async function with the name recover password. Now I will guys, we will do some we will check if this email is valid or not. Okay, so I will use this is valid email. So these are the things that guys we already done in our previous video. Okay, so that's why I'm doing the copy paste stuff to save your time and my time also. Okay, so after that we will get this. I will use trim over here, trim. Okay, okay, I will save it. Now after that we get the email. Okay, if email is not valid, then it will show this error that please enter a valid email. Now what we will do, we will do try catch. Okay, so we have to send the request to Firebase, and this will be a asynchronous request. So when we deal with the asynchronous functions, we will please make sure that you um, keep them inside a try catch. Okay, okay, so in catch guys, what we will do, we will do follow the same functionality. Catch console.log, I will copy the code from here, paste it here. Show model will be false, email will be undefined, password we don't have password. We will show the alert, and we will say that error occurred. Okay, error occurred and uh, unable to send recovery email, something like that. And for development purpose we will print this error over here. So I will, for console.log I will say recovery email error, something like that. Now we will save it. In try, what we will do, we will do a wait, or we will say const response. We will also check what response Firebase is giving us. So await, but before this we need a auth. So const auth is equal to get auth from the Firebase auth. And after that, getting that auth dot, we will use the function send password reset email, and this function will take a parameter which is data dot email, your email. Okay, now if it is success, we will say console dot log, and I will say success, sending recovery email, and I will also like to print the response also. And in set data, we will show the alert dialog showing the success message. So I will say email sent. Okay, and I will say successfully sent email. Please check your inbox. Okay, if you have more good messages, you can also replace it with my messages. Okay, so email sent and this. Okay, okay guys, so I think this is it for the coding side. Let's check it on the development on our simulator. Okay friends, so I will provide my Gmail that we already logged in or created account with it, and when I click on this send recovery, you can see this message that email sent, successfully sent recovery email, please check your inbox. Okay, and when I click on OK, then our dialog will be gone, and I will check if I get the email or not. So as you can see, this is my same Gmail, and when I go to my Gmail, you can check this that I got reset password from this coding with Zen project that we created, and this is the link guys. So when you click it, you will navigate to this page, and from this page you can change your email password and your password will be recovered. Okay, so let's do it. Let's test that and do that. So what I will do, like I will provide a new password, and let's say instead of 110, I will say 220. Okay, I will save it. Okay, so it say you can now sign in with your new password. Okay, so right now what we will do, we will go inside our simulator, and okay, back press is not working because we did not provide navigation. So let's come inside the code. We'll say navigation, take the navigation and provide navigation to the area component. So navigation like this. Okay, now we can go back. So first of all, I will provide the previous password. Okay, and let's see that then I will provide the new password. So copy paste the email, and after that I will copy my previous code, previous password, sorry, and then I will log in. Then you can see wrong credentials. Oh, okay, and okay, so right now I will provide my new password, and let's check if this is working or not. So coding with Zen, I will copy this only, paste this, and in the end I will provide 220, which is our new password. Now when I log in, so you can see you are successfully logged in, and this is your home screen. Okay friends, so this is it for today's video. So the good thing about this video is that we completed all our functionalities related to authentication. Now we will move to the real building application. We will move towards the our real functionalities that displays and that shown in this application. and in the next video we will work on the home screen. So a lot of exciting things and topics are coming, so keep stay tuned with me, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and have a good day.